Well, hello and Happy New Year. It is January 3rd. We are back from Pennsylvania. We were up there for Christmas. Got back like January 1st. I picked up a little bit of stuff from my picker. I went to Renninger's in Adamstown, Pennsylvania on Sunday. I bought only one item. And I'm going to show you guys what we picked up. These items are going to be available. I'm going to make one available here in this video. I will offer to flip the vintage ephemera album, which is all advertising trade cards and die cuts. There is a total of 80 single pages, but back and front that equals 160 plus pages. So we'll say 150 pages just in case my count was off, but at least 150 pages. Price will be $750. It's an amazing album, super thick. I want to show you guys what we picked up while we were in Pennsylvania. Okay, let's get into it. There's the album. These are probably my favorite purchase besides the album. These are real vintage stirrups, or spurs, I mean. So these are beautiful. I love this old leather. Like, these are really, really nice Western spurs. If there's a name on those could be big money. If there's not a name, you know, a couple $100, $300, something like that. I don't know. 150, I don't even know. But they were a $50 purchase, I think. So very cool. Look, I know a lot of you love when I get jewelry because, well, let's face it, guys. I am not one of a lot of patience. So if it's tangled up, when we go to sell this on YouTube or whatnot, I'm literally going to grab, if I can grab singles, I'll grab singles. And I'll be like, hey, this is natural stone. Like, this is cold to the touch. This is stone. Hey, this has a Miriam Haskell tag. You know, I'll show you guys stuff like that. But if it's tangled up, I'm going to just grab handfuls, throw them in a tray, and start the sale. But you guys think that's awesome? And there is sterling. I have found sterling. Look at this awesome, like, articulated, like, mid-century modern fish thing. So there's a lot. There's a lot in here. So my picker went to an estate sale, and apparently the lady just had a buying problem. So look. I mean, there is, see, like, this is a tangled mess, so it's going to get thrown in piles onto trays. I may offer to flip the whole load, you know, all of the jewelry for, like, I don't know, $500 or something like that. But the shipping would be a little pricey. But down in here's more, and down there's more, and here's a big brooch. That thing, that's some bling. Then there's this giant box here. I don't know, there's got to be thousands of pieces. But if I bring it to auction, we'll just make tray lots out of it because I am impatient. These are glass. These are coral. There is some turquoise. There's vintage. There's more modern. These are all really nice turquoise. These are cool. These are like pottery. Look at that. Like, look at how much stuff there is. So I may offer to flip that whole load for around $500 plus shipping. If somebody wants to email me, mrbislot795@gmail.com, or you can just comment below and email me. Now, my favorite thing, and this is what I said at the beginning. Pick this up at Renninger's in Adamstown. Probably my favorite purchase. When we used to do YouTube auctions on a regular basis, I had a couple really good buyers for these. So hopefully you are watching the videos. I'm going to offer this album out for $750. This is probably the thickest album that I've had in 10 years or more. I think I counted 80 pages. There might be a little bit more than that. But if you look, there's coin related. So these are all Victorian advertising trade cards, name cards, and these little things here are called die cuts. These are French or German, and the die cuts are usually French or German. The trade cards, I haven't tried to take any of them off. to see what they advertise on the backs. You can sometimes soak these or steam them off because the old paste or glue that used to be used to hold them down is usually water soluble. It's usually a wheat paste. So super cool. But I'm going to kind of flip through this, show you guys some stuff. These are beautiful die cuts. Whenever you get the animals and they're not all busted apart or ripped or torn, they are gorgeous. It'd be really cool to take this album apart and put them into like a clear hanging frame that showed the front and back. And then you could make 80 pieces of art. Or keep it together as a piece of history. These are cool because they showed like the coins in the country and the outfits from that country. So it's kind of neat. I like that. Look at this die cut. That's a big one. So, and just to give you an idea, my hand versus a whole page. So, and I got sausage fingers. Really, really cute. Like fairies. Lots of beautiful women. And then for stamp collectors out there, certain stamp collectors like the ones with the stamps on them. These are really awesome. From other countries. This is a really large one. Some of these are probably pretty hard to find. All the seashells are all embossed. So like a lot of these die cuts have embossing you can fill, which are really awesome. But like I said, I counted yesterday when I was showing this to my mom, just because she has a love for cherubs and cupids and pretty Victorian, frilly, girly stuff. So sometimes I show her this stuff because it reminds her when she was a dealer. And that's the type of stuff that she really loved. I used to buy this stuff for her all the time. Look at the little girl with the lady. Real beautiful. With stamps. Here's more die cuts. Look at the butterflies and flowers. Beautiful large images of kids with dogs and cats. Like, there is a lot of money here if somebody takes the time, especially to split it apart and, soak each thing. And like, these are $15-20 for some of these individuals. Depending on what's on some of these advertising trade cards or cards, they could be really good money depending on what the advertisement is. This one's really cute. A girl in a seashell type of thing, or flower. Kids in a jewelry box. So, I'm going to flip through a little bit faster. I don't want you guys to be here too long. And there is a lot in this album. I mean, you guys, look at how much stuff we've looked at. Look at the stamps. They're not real stamps. Those are actually part of the card, but stamp collectors would love to have these. And then, obviously, these gorgeous little die cuts. And I feel like at $750, if I was at the paper show, I probably would put $1,500 on this, because I think if somebody piecemealed it out, they could easily double or triple that, because figure 150 total pages, 80 pages, and then back and front. So you're talking 150, 160 pages with, at least 10 pieces on each page. It's 1,500 pieces. And that's if there's only 10 average on each page. Look at this. So here we go. You guys can hear kids in the background. Sorry about that. Somebody hand wrote in there who each person was. Rembrandt, Bach, Haydn. That's kind of cool. And then these are all individuals, and somebody made this page. Little kids inside the jewelry box are really cute. More of the stamps. These are all die cuts. So most of this stuff will be 1870 to about 1905 would be the dating on most of these. The lanterns, those are really cool. And you can see some of them would probably come off pretty easy. Oh, look at this one. This one's a whole page of cats and dogs. You get a little premium for that stuff, or if you get the characters that have like the giant heads. I think there's actually some in here. I'll show them to you if we see them. We're not even halfway through this album, so I'm gonna try to flip through a little faster. This is like a vintage money. Look at these die cuts. Gorgeous. So again, I'll do $750 on this album shipped if you are in the United States. So it'll be a flat $750. I'll pay it'll probably cost about $25 to ship it. It is pretty heavy. Look at these nice advertising characters. Those are really cool. These are beautiful girls. These are embossed. I love that, with the toy soldiers. Little girls playing with toy soldiers. I like how they did the borders. This is like foily looking. But look, more, there's a bicycle or big wheel. Dogs and cats again. So again, it will be first person to comment sold album, and then email me mrbiselot795@gmail.com. If you want the jewelry for $500 plus shipping, you'll have to pay the shipping on that because I don't know what that'll be, without me spending any time to put it up for auction or anything like that. You comment sold jewelry, and then email me mrbiselot795@gmail.com. and just tell me what you want, your mailing address, and your PayPal email address so that I can invoice you. Once the invoice is paid, the items will pack and ship the next day probably. See, these were the ones I was telling you earlier. These die cuts are tough to find, like with the big giant heads, and these are military-ish. That one's really cute. Again, stamps and currencies. Really pretty. I mean, there's so many beautiful, look at that one. There are so many beautiful, beautiful, beautiful die cuts in here. They just did something back in the 1800s that was just, I don't know. It captures that time period. Even though it was simplistic, and obviously we probably have better technique now, but the colors and stuff from back then are just, I don't know, captivating to me. I really love this stuff. And you don't see, usually albums will have about 30 to 40 pages at most, about half this size. And they're usually not this well put together. And they'll be missing stuff, or they'll just have like greeting cards, or, you know, cutouts of magazines. So this one is pretty exceptional. I really love that. The Masquerade Woman, the fairies. So I'm going to put this video out today. Oh, more the big heads, the cows, more cats and animals, more beautiful women. More animals, more big head people. So just really a beautiful album. And I want to make it available to you guys first before I decide to run it through auction. If nobody bites on it in probably over a week, I will run it in the auctions at my starting price of what I paid for it. So you might be able to win it there a little cheaper. Look at this one. Look at your dogs. This is probably my favorite page so far. Look at that. It's, I guess, like how the dogs look like their owners. I think that's what it's trying to signify. Those are cute. Letters. And look, we're still going. I mean, oop, there's one page that doesn't have anything on it. Oh, and then this is upside down. This is all currency. So money collectors will like that. This here page is upside down as well. There's more. Oh, upside down. A few pages are upside down. Oh, these are cool. These are coins. Siam, 1879. 1869, Italy, dollars. More upside down pages. Sorry, you can see them upside down. And that's it. And to make up for that one page that didn't count, I didn't count the front of the album, which has stuff on it. So roughly 150 pages counting back and front. $750. Shipping is included. All of the jewelry that you see there and everything that's in here. $500 plus you will pay shipping. Shipping will probably be about $75 to $100, somewhere in that neighborhood. There's a lot. It'll probably come in 2 to 3 boxes. So if you're interested, comment below and email me, mrbiselot795@gmail.com. We are back in South Carolina. It's actually getting warm. It's probably about 60 degrees out here, 58 to 60 degrees. So to me, it's getting warm because I've just been in Pennsylvania where it's 20 or 25. So hopefully you guys like this video, and hopefully everybody had a great holiday and has a good new year. We'll see you at the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Thanks, guys.